Welcome back to the Carter Show. And I have to laugh. This one is fun for me. So after the big debate, Candace finally spoke out. She talked about what happened behind the scene. And boy, oh boy, I started to think if Candace really realized that she might have been set up. And why I said this is, if it is me in her shoes, I would relocate. I would move from the house and I wouldn't live there anymore. I'd put it on the market, sell it, and move. Because you're in a spot where, first of all, let me say the debate, Candace embarrassed Andrew. And when I look at the reaction from the public, from his wife, from him himself, it tells me a lot that this man knows that he got demolished. Candace even jeered him and said, why would you pay me $300,000 to sit down and talk to me? I do debates for free. All you gotta do is call me, be respectful, and I'll do it. When I'm on Piers Morgan's show, I'm not being paid. When I do this, she says she loves to debate. She do it for free. But in this case, it's interesting. And I feel like Turning Point USA, they made one of the biggest mistakes. They try to detach themselves from Andrew, but they did not realize what they did. And I'm going to tell you why I said this, okay? I'm going to tell you why I said this. Candy starts to explain what occurred. And I remember when the debate started, this man read out a whole epistle. And after hearing what he said, I realized that he got a talking point. And he had a talking point. And I feel like they didn't care for the debates or the debate at all. They wanted to try to prove that Candace is just a person who just say things with no evidence behind it, because that's all they talk about, the overwhelming evidence. And not only that, his questions, first of all, they wanted to depose Candace. Candace said it straight. She said, yo, listen, you're not a lawyer. If you want to depose me, then go and join Emmanuel Macron lawyer team and you'll get the chance to do that. Because what I get from watching that debate, I realized, and I said it too, I even leave a comment on Candace's page. I said, Candace, after watching this debate, I realized that they're trying to get you in a lawsuit. Because the question you're asking, it only tries to, it's like you're trying to put Candace in a spot where she says something where it's been recorded and you can use it when you file a lawsuit. Because I don't think they care about Andrew. Candace actually humiliated this man after talking about how he goes to Turning Point to teach him how to debate. And this man only... You don't even care about the case. I feel like it's a PR move for you. Candace is one of the hottest, if not the hottest podcaster right now. And if you spark on one of the biggest podcast show, Joe Rogan, that you want to debate Candace for 300K, most time no one is going to turn down 300K, especially if I know what you want to debate me and I'm vast in it. I'm going to show you how they accepted defeat. His wife even made a post, and she said in the post to point out that he doesn't even know one of the charges. How can you come to a debate and you don't even know one of the charges? You want to defend Turning Point so much, but you do not know one of the charges. Come on, man. It's a macro. So, guys, it's fun for me to watch it, and also it points out to me that he was just a little toy for Turning Point. They wanted to see if he could have gotten the job done because they saw him on the internet before being aggressive. He overtalks and he tries to bully people, but Candace wasn't having it. And what I love about Candace was that she did her research. She studied. She was trained by Charlie, of course, and she studied because Candace asked this man a question, right? She asked him about the charges. As you heard, he can't name one.
Or the preliminary live. I was live with an attorney. We covered all of it. You think because I have a momentary or lapse where I'm like, oh, it's murder? No, it's aggravated murder. Come on.
You didn't know any of the charges.
Splitting hairs.
No, that's not splitting. It means you didn't follow the preliminary hearing at all.
No, it doesn't
Like,
mean
you
that
don't
at
know
all.
any of
That's
the charges that are
ridiculous.
against him when this is like getting literally to the crux, aggravated murder versus murder.
It's ridiculous.
A death sentence.
And not only that, let's point this out.
And then when Candace said, name one, okay, he's trying to flip it now and trying to change the narrative. Okay, since you name all 7. So he thinks that he gave her a hard task. Oh, maybe if there's 7 charges, she probably only know 2 or 3. So if she named 2 or 3 and don't know the other 4, you'd be like, oh, I got you. So she knew all 7, but she said, no, you name one, at least one.
So that people don't walk away.
I just want you to list the charges.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. You just don't get to pretend that there's a time constraint for me to do that.
Well, how long does it take you to list 7 charges?
Because I'm speaking. You just got to.
It sounds like you're just delaying it because you don't know them.
I know all 7 of them.
Then
and I'm going to say
them.
again, because you're going to get embarrassed. You don't have to rush this. I'm also showing an example of a very flawed debate strategy. I actually am under no time constraint.
I got one.
Great.
He was like, murder. She was like, nah. He was like, okay, whatever. You go. Like, you don't care about the case. So why did Turning Point send you out to represent them? That's what I don't get from it. Why did Turning Point send you out to represent them? Because all I'm seeing is you were not prepared for the case. And your wife said it. Your wife said Candace would have come out the victorious one because she knows the ins and outs of this case. She's been studying it. So if you know Candace knows this, then why come and not prepare? Candace have days and months of talking about this case. My husband only has 6 days to prepare. Then don't come. Don't represent a case that people care about. This just tells us that you don't care about the case. And Turning Point don't care about it enough to tell you that you're not the man to represent them on this one. So it just reminded me of just me looking back, and I was like, he didn't do a good job proving Candace is just bullshitting the people. But Candace did a good job showing us that he's just a talker. He wants the promotion. And not only that, this is what I want to talk about. Candace invited them to her home. She said, one, let me tell you why Candace didn't want to travel. She don't trust you guys. She don't want you to set her up, and then bam, Candace went for a debate and all of a sudden an accident happened. She met in a car accident, or somebody assassinated her, or she got killed, or she wasn't having it. And she said it on her show. She said, I'm pregnant, but I can travel, but I prefer not to. But I still feel like they could still bring harm to you. They know where you live. Not only that, this is the professionalism that Candace talks about. He negotiated publicly. All right, fine. She was talking to someone she don't even know who she was talking to on the email. They refuse to disclose who the person is. Only to find out when they reach to Candy's house is someone who always talks bad about her on the internet. And these are the reasons why Candace know that you're being backed by a Turning Point. You're being backed by a Turning Point. You know, and if I was Candace, I wouldn't feel comfortable after how they were acting shady. Based on what she explained about the backdoor situation or the behind the scenes situation, I feel like they're not forthcoming. I feel like they weren't accommodating to her, she being pregnant, and they don't care. And they just wanted that debate to see if Andrew could have gotten something out of Candace. But right away, the question asked, I knew they were trying to set her up for a lawsuit. But she's smarter. She's smarter than that. She realized it. She didn't bite the bait. I don't know if we're gonna ever get the justice for Charlie. I don't think majority of the powerful ones are on Candy's side. And she always says when she has truth on her side, that's all she needs. God will do the rest. And I do believe once God intervened, there will be, but I feel like too much of the powerful ones are the ones who cause a shot are against her. And I'm worried that they're plotting to take her out. I'm worried about that. Because I would relocate Candace. You might have the money, you might have properties to do it or something, but yeah, I would relocate. I wouldn't stay there after how you said they were acting and behaving. But you might know. Your husband might, you know. Guys, you see the Charlie Kirk case, it starts to feel like nobody wants a real answer. And the ones who wants a real answer, they're being demonized. You know? And it have me thinking how much of so much things happen in our country and nothing come out of it. Because I'm starting to feel like the very persons who supposed to want something out of this, they are not showing that they care. They're not. And that's very alarming. That's very alarming. Because at the end of the day, if Charlie means so much to Turning Point, then I believe they should still feel a need to want to discover the truth. And the prosecutors, I'm starting to think they might not even have a full case the way they're supposed to, unless they're gonna, make the evidence up. Yeah. But I wanted to lay something out to you guys. Remember, Candace is not stupid. But at the same time, when a lot of people is after you, it's very hard. So I just pray for her protection. Because we need somebody like her. Imagine, I read something earlier where somebody says, Candace for president. And I believe that if she ever do, she wouldn't be effective. Because she's going to get in line and realize that the president is not even the one who running the country. And the moment she tries to go against that, they're going to try to take her out. Allegedly, it was said that one of the attempt on Trump's life, it was because of he wasn't being in line. I don't know how true that is. That's just rumors. But sometimes, if it smells like an egg, it's an egg. So I feel Candace should be very aware. I'm pretty sure she has the securities and all of that stuff. But don't trust people. Not because they'll set you up. People will set you up. They want to shut you up. They want you to stop talk. And if it reaches to a point where they feel like, oh, we're not going to get her to stop talk, then they're going to want to force it. But I mean, the debate reminded me that there's hope though. And it also proved to me that Turning Point, maybe everything that Candace is saying about them might just be true. The lies, the lack of empathy or lack of caring, and all of these stuff that are being said, I'm starting to think it might be true. Anyways, I'm going to end with that for now. Stay tuned. We'll try to keep you updated on most topics. Peace for now. Gotta get some rest. I'm out.